Hello, let's continue our advanced Sudoku series with Inside Out by Philip Newman. This is puzzle number 2 of chapter 2 of the Sudokult Gospel document, which you can find down in the description. If you'd like to try the puzzles yourself ahead of me, I am going through every single one, and I'm also going to always show the intended step. Of course, you're always going to be able to find some kind of alternate chain or thing like that. It's impossible to make a puzzle that can only be solved with one technique, but there is an intended technique, and it's intended to teach you what those techniques look like, how to find them, and also how they work. And so that's the goal of these videos, is that to introduce you to these different concepts, and you can start using them in your solves. But yeah, if you find an alternate way through, love to hear about it. Doesn't mean it's invalid. So anyway, I know ahead of time what we're looking for. Also, chapter 2 is called Wings, Rings, and Other Things. We are looking for one of those things, wings, rings, or other things. I won't spoil it right from the start, but I don't know where I'm going to find it, but I do know what I'm looking for and how it works so that I can explain it properly. Otherwise, this is a live solve. So there is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, I do have 2 5s up here, so there's a 5 down here somewhere. Yeah, one of these two. I'm only going to mark if it's 2 in a box because I want my corner marks to always represent a bilocal. A bilocal being when a digit is restricted to exactly two places in a house. And house is the generic term for row, column, or box. All right, we do have 2 7s here as well, so you know where they are. There's 2 7s down here somewhere. Let's see, I do have 2 5s here as well. There's 5s down here. Let's see, anything else to do up here? 4, 7, 8. We have the 7s. 4 and 8 don't look restricted. 5 and 2. Okay, the 2's not here and the 2's not here. So we did find a bilocal in this row. So there's a 2 in one of these two. I'll use green for that. I color the cells to remind myself that these corner marks are actually bilocals in the row or column and not for the box. Because the box the box does only have 2 places for 2, so I could also do that, but I still want the green there to remind myself that there's a bilocal in a row or column. Seems to be working out okay to do it that way. This 3 looks up, this 3 looks in, so 3's in one of these two. Actually, yeah. So 3 is also bilocal in this column. I'm starting to maybe see where we're looking. I'll use blue for that. Where we're looking for our technique maybe, but who knows, we'll find out. Let's scan the next band here. We have 2 9s looking in, so 9's one of these two. Oh no, 9's one of these 3, and I'm not going to mark that. Sorry, I don't know how I saw that wrong, but I did, so there we go. 1s and 1s, not helpful. 3 and 9 in this row, not super helpful. I really don't think there's anything to see in here, so we are going to move on. Okay, I've got 2 5s looking in. It's interesting that we have all these 5s. Huh, okay. 2 7s. This 7 looks down, so 7's over here. Let's look at this 4, because, you know, this seems, yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening here. This is very purposeful. There's a 4 here, and there's a 4 here. So 4 is in one of these two, and we also saw it with the 1, so we might as well just do that now. So this 1 takes out of here, this 1 sees here, and there's a 1 in one of these two. Let's make that purple, and I already see the technique, so I may as well show it. There may be more to find with scanning, but we'll just do that after, because this seems very intentional here. So what we have here is another continuous nice loop, just like in the last puzzle. I'm going to show it intuitively first, and then I'll show it using strong and weak links. So, and you'll see it's pretty much the same thing that we found last time. So one of these 2 cells is 1, right? So we can just pick one, right? We can just, and see what happens, right? So if I make this a 1, well, that has displaced the only place, one of 2 places for 2 in this row. So now there's only 1 place for 2. Now in this column, there's only 1 place for 3. And now in this row, there's only 1 place for 4. We're ignoring the DT2 because this is an example. It's not a real DT2. Anyway. So that means that one of the options for how this kind of ring resolves, this ring of bilocals, is 1, 2, 3, 4 in a clockwise direction. we started by assuming this was 1. There's only one other world that exists. The other world that exists is the 1 ends up here. Because there's only 2 places for 1 in the column, and the column needs a 1. So the other way that this works is if the 1 ends up here. That forces this to be a 4 for the row. That forces this to be a 3 for the column. And that forces this to be a 2. So we are going to end up with a DT2. One of these 2 columns will be a DT2. We don't know which one yet. But this is the only other world that exists. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 clockwise. Did I say clockwise the other way as well? I think I probably meant counterclockwise. Or no, it's always clockwise, is it? So if this was 1, we end up with either 1, 2, 3, 4, or we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 in a clockwise manner. So those are the 2 worlds that exist, which means that this is only ever 1 or 2, this is only ever 2 or 3, this is only ever 3 or 4, and this is only ever 1 or 4. And so these, no matter what else we thought could go in these cells, these are the only things that can go in these cells. And so now let's think about this in the sense of how we would draw this using strong and weak links. Well, there's a weak link between this 1 and 2. Within a cell, every candidate has a weak link to every other candidate, because you can only put 1 candidate in the cell. So as soon as I place a 1 in here, there's not a 2 in here. Hopefully that's intuitive. I think I can just use my line tool for this, actually. So between these 2s, there is a strong link. And then there's a weak link between the 2 and the 3, because they're in the same, they are in the same cell. There's a strong link between these 3s. There's a weak link between this 3 and this 4. And then this 4 has a strong link. Gonna kind of turn the corner here. Has a strong link to this 4, which has a weak link to this 1. And then this 1 has a strong link to this 1. And when we have, this is called a continuous nice loop, CNL, pretty sure. And in a continuous nice loop, that's as opposed to a discontinuous nice loop. The way you know it's a continuous nice loop is you come back to your start. Let's say you always want to start with a strong link. So let's say we start with this 2 strong link. When you come back to your start, you're coming back with a weak link. And when you do that, that means you can always go backwards as well. So you can starting from the other side of that weak link, you can go backwards. So we have a alternating inference chain where we go strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, back to our start. That means we can always go backwards from the other side of that weak link. We can go strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, and then weak. So you can go both ways. And because you can go both ways, that means one end of the weak link is always true. For every weak link, one of those candidates is always true. Because if we go forwards, then we are assuming that the 1 is true, right? If we're saying not 2, let's just do that this way. If we say not 2 here, that's going to imply in the same cell that the 1 is true. Because we can follow this chain. If this 2 is not true, then this 2 is true, which means this 3 is not true, which means this 3 is true, which means this 4 is not true, which means this 4 is true, which means this 1 is not true, which means this 1 is true. So if 2 is not true, we can follow the loop and say 1 is true. The only other case that we could do in this loop is 1 is not true. And I guess it's not the only case, but if 1 is not true, then we can follow the loop the other way and prove that means 2 is true. That's a strong link. That's exactly the definition of a strong link. So if I get rid of that stuff, we can actually just make all of these strong links. We now have strong links all the way through. All of our weak links turn to strong links. And what these strong links mean in the same cell is it just means those are the 2 candidates for the cell. Either 1 is true or 2 is true. So that's exactly what we decided would happen in our more intuitive way. But in a more logically rigorous way, we can also prove that. So these are the candidates for our ring here. So we'll keep those candidates in mind, and maybe that helps us solve this puzzle. Yeah, so for example, this 9 here is doing a lot of work. This 9's not in these 3 cells, and it needs to go in the column somewhere, and 9's been eliminated from these 2 cells by our L ring is what it's called. L, I think, means it's always by locals. But anyway, so that's a 9, and then now that's a 7 for the box. Let's see if we have something similar going on here. The 2, no, we don't have another one here. This 3 or the 9? The 9 maybe. So 9's not here, and then yeah, 9's not in any of these. So this is a 9 and a 5. kind of have this symmetry going on here. That's kind of neat. These two 9s look down, and this 9 looks in. So that's a 9. Does this do anything? Oh, there's already a 9 in this box. Those look up, and this 9 looks in, putting a 9 here. I wonder if we can finish 9s. Doesn't look like it. Definitely. Oh, wait. 9 in... We can do something. 9 in this column? Is that it? No. What am I seeing here? I'm going to mark them up. So 9's in one of these two. No, it's one of these 3. Sorry. Yeah, it is 9 in this column, isn't it? No. What am I saying? I think I misscanned this. I thought the 9s were here and here. But no, they're just always like this. Yeah, we just have 9s like that left. We're not going to mark that. Okay, sorry. That was a huge divergence for no reason. What do we need in this row? We need 1, 2, 3. I missed something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, it is 1, 2, 3, 8. Yeah, that. Sorry, for some reason I thought that was 3 digits. That's definitely 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 8. The 2 doesn't go here. We know that. We had the bilocal. So these are 1, 3, 8. Okay, the 8 then in this row is limited to here. We're left with a 1, 2, 3 triple. What about down here? Is it the 6? It's the 6. Yeah, this 6 is here. We need a 6. So that 6 goes there, and this is a 1, 3, 4. Not a 4. This is a 1, 3. Okay. How about up here? Do we have anything like that? The 3, no. So it's going to be from 1, 2, 4 plus... What's missing? 7. Unfortunate. This is from 2, 4, 7. We don't get to place the 7, unless I missed something. Over here, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then also the 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, yeah, not the 3, because the 3 in the box, and this is not 6. Okay. I think that's what we get from the ring. Maybe the boxes are helpful. So let's look at their boxes as well. So we need 1, 2, 4, and 8 here. This is not 1 or 2, so this is only 4, 8. This is not a 2, so this is 1, 4, 8. And this is not an 8. So 8's in one of these two. And this is from 1, 2, 4. Okay. How about over here? We need 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. So all I saw was this 3. I guess we have the 2 as well. Okay. So 2 is up here. Yeah. No, 2 could be here. The 6, no? I don't think there's anything special going on here. Let's look at these 4. We need 2, 3, 4, and 6. So 6 is up here. 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we're getting these bi values here. This is a 1, 2, 6 triple out of nowhere. So these two cells are, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8. And so this is a pair as well for the box. We need a 1. We have 2, 3, 4. We need a 5. Wait. Oh, did I mess up? I think I messed up this triple. Because we have to put a 5 in here. So let me think about this again. I think I missed the 5 when I scanned. I think that's all it is. And probably over here I missed a digit too. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I missed the 8 when I did this one. Okay. This 7, 8 still viable though. That does not mean this is a pair though. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. Ooh, that would have been bad. Luckily, it was a mispenciling that was wrong. Okay. Anyway, 7, 8 pair. These can't be 5. Anything else from 2, 4, 6? No. All right, I'm not going to pencil those then. We do get the 7, 8 pair though then. I'm going to look at these. I'm hoping this is a 2, 3 or 2, 6, but no, it's not 2 or 6, so that's not going to happen. We do need a 1 in this box, so 1's one of those. But anyway, we need the 1. We need the 3, the 4, and the 8. Okay, so I do end up with another bi value here. Yeah, we get a 3, 4, 8 here. This is very symmetric. So this is down to 5 and something. Looks like 5 and 6. Okay. And again, nothing useful here. Okay. Maybe I should keep scanning. I really didn't finish scanning. We need 2, 5, and 6. Up here is what I mean. Doesn't really help. 7, okay. 9s, we're gonna go be more methodical here. 6s, 5s, 2s, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Let's look vertically. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. We know the 7s are in here. I'm not gonna mark 3 in a box though. Oh, we have 2 6s looking up in here. So this is a 6, and that's extremely helpful because that places 6 in the box. Do I have a... Oh, sorry. We get the 2 here as well. And that gets the 1. Okay. I was going to say, do we have something similar over here? But I get the 6. It's the 8s. Yeah, the 8s look down. That places this 8 here. That places that 8 there. And that gets us... This is like completely symmetric. That gets us the 4, the 2... Wait, does that... Why is the 1 and the 4 gone from here? We got this 1 over here. I see. I'm going to double check that this is single because I've made some mistakes today. So it's not 1. Could be 2. It's not 3. It's not 4, 5, 6, 7. Why isn't it 8, 8, 9? Okay. So it is a naked 2. That resolves our ring. Remember, it went clockwise. So it resolves our ring like this. We do get a deet deet doot. In the first place, we got a deet deet doot. Nice. That's 4 and 6. That's 3. That's 3. I think this is collapsing. We get the 3 and the 1 here. We get the 1 here. These are now actually triples. These are pairs. We need a 1 and a 2 here. This is a pair. We need a 1 and a 4, looks like. Nope, not the 1. Oh, sorry. The 1's right there. We need a 3 and a 4. There we go. Okay. Here we need a pair. 1, 2, 3. We need 4 and 9. I don't know what's wrong with my scanning today, but we're going to try to be more careful. 4 and 9. And then I need a 1 and a 7 here. 7 and 1, because of that 1 there. All right. How about vertically? We have 1. We need 2 and 3. So this 3 tells us the order, and that's going to help a lot. It gives us the 7, the 1, the 2 here. Gives us the 4 and 3 here. The 8 and the 2. Gives us the 7 and the 8. Okay. I want to think about this box. We need 2, 3, 5, and 9. So this is 3, 5. Actually, the 3's in only one place. So that's 3 and 5. And then we needed 2, which goes there. We needed 9. Okay, so now this is a pair. We need a 1, which goes there. And we need... Looks like a 4. Nice. That gives us the 5, 6, and 4. It gives us the 5 and 6. And then in this box, we have 5, 7, and 1. So that's the 7. That's the 5. Not 1. 9. Sorry. Let me rescan that. I think it's right, though. Yeah, they're all singles for the rows. So 7, 9, and 5. There we go. All right. Yeah, not too bad. Very easy to spot the technique this time, especially knowing what you're looking for. Let me know if it'd be based on the last puzzle, if that made this easier to see. Also, the fact that it's in the corners. It also looks very intentional. We had this 2 here and this 2 here. It's completely symmetric all the way around. We had this 3 here and this 3 here. We had this 4 here and this 4 here. And then we had this 1 here and this 1 here. And I expect the way Philip constructed this was specifically filling these other ones with givens, and at the same time providing the box and the other border digit to force this to happen, which is pretty neat. So yeah, nice construction, Philip. Made it very easy to find what we needed to find and easy to explain it as well, using 1, 2, 3, 4 for it. So pretty great puzzle. I enjoyed this one. I'm wondering if Girth's... Is it completely symmetrical? Can we use Girth's symmetric? Let me see if that's the case. So if we rotate 180, let's start with this 6 for no reason. We should always find an 8. So everywhere there's a 6, I'm going to mark, let's get rid of these other colors. Everywhere there's a 6, I'll put that in green. And everywhere there's an 8, I'll put that in purple. And I think every green should have a purple exactly 180 degrees from it. So this 6 has that 8. This 6 has that 8. This 6 has that 8. Yep. So I think this puzzle follows what's called Girth symmetrical placement. It is a uniqueness technique. It requires there to be a unique solution. Now, we're guaranteed to have unique solutions in all of these. Probably not intended to use uniqueness, but all of our givens have another given that maps to another number, or sometimes you can map to yourself. In fact, one of them will always map to itself because there's an odd number of digits. But the 6s always map to 8s. The 7s map to themselves. Let's see. 1s map to 3s. Let's go through them. 2s map to 4s. 3s map to 2s. It looks like. No. 3s map to 1s. Yeah, 1s and 3s get swapped. So 3s map to 1s. 4s map to 2s, just like 2s map to 4s. 5s map to 7s, just like 7s map to 5s. 8s map to 6s, just like 6s map to 8s. And then 9s map to 9s. So 7s map to themselves. Did we have 2? No, 7s map to 5s, sorry. 7s map to 5s. It's 9s that map to themselves. And so once you find Girth, that all of the givens in the grid follow that, that's all you need. All you need is for all the givens to follow some sort of mapping like that, where you rotate in some symmetric way. Usually it's rotate 180. You rotate 180, and then it consistently maps to one other digit, and then those map to each other. And then one maps to itself, or you can have multiple mapping to themselves. But once you have that, then you know that the entire solution does that, or there is not a unique solution. So if you assume there's a unique solution, then you can go through and you can use that mapping. So as soon as you place a digit, you can then place one more digit. As soon as you eliminate a digit, you can eliminate one more digit by looking 180 and referencing your mapping. So anyway, thought I'd point that out, that this puzzle does conform to that. Maybe or maybe not intentional, but that is why whenever we got logic, we could do the logic 180 degrees away from it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed that little extra bit about Girth's symmetric placement theorem, GSP. And if you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.